Musings, The Yardstick, Leviticus 19:35 through 37. You shall do no unrighteousness in judgment, in metyard, in weight or in measure. Just balances, just weights, a just ephah, and a just hin shall ye have. I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe all my statutes and all my judgments, and do them. I am the Lord. I try to be positive in these musings, but without going negative, we must sometimes consider negative things that take us outside of our comfort zone, but which will bring us out in a better place. You may never have heard the name Samuel Langhorne Clemens, but you may know him by the pen name that he took as an American author, Mark Twain. There's more than one story as to how he came to take that pseudonym, but Clemens spent several years on a riverboat where a mark was the unit of measurement for the depth of the water. A mark was 6 feet, so Mark Twain, or 2 marks, was 12 feet. Measuring the depth of the water enabled a boat captain to know if the river was deep enough for his boat to pass. And in the same way, we lower a thin rod into a large tank of some sort of fluid to measure the depth of the fluid. We use scales and yardsticks or meter sticks and other measuring instruments to gauge everyday life. As fallen creatures, we tend to embellish measurements in our favor. In today's verses, the Lord is telling his people Israel that they are to be meticulous in their measurements so that they do not defraud each other. The law is like those measuring devices, but instead of measuring length or liquids, it determines conformity to God's standard. Did the Old Testament saints measure up to God's standard? No. Sometimes we in the church age try to measure ourselves against that standard too. We don't do any better than Israel, frankly. The law is a measuring stick and is the standard that our works must meet perfectly from birth until death, with no slip-ups. Since we cannot meet that standard, there's only one alternative: the grace of God through Christ. Romans 11:6 says this, "And if by grace, then is it no more of works, otherwise grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then is it no more grace, otherwise work is no more work." Something to think about.